Good afternoon, folks. It's another episode of the Gary and Mark Show, and I'm Gary.
And I am Mark.
And we're coming to you not live.
But we are live.
Yeah, we are.
And where are we, Gary?
We are at Green River Eddy's Tap Room in Saluda, North Carolina.
That is perfect. At Saluda Outfitters.
Saluda indoors. We're inside because it's not quite 40 degrees outside.
Yeah, it's a chilly day after about 8 inches of rain yesterday, I think. But we are glad to be back here, and this is episode 25.
25.
And Saluda Outfitters is one of our major sponsors.
Yes. And we're glad they are.
We are very glad they are, and so we thank everybody for that. And we're going to start out with just one shout-out that we often have here on these days. And I want to say that if you've been listening to our podcast, you know we've had this thing coming up where we interviewed Pam Stone, a very famous person. She wrote a book. Gary read it.
Girls Like Her.
Girls Like Her.
Yeah.
And so Gary and Pam had talked about that it just sounded like a Hallmark movie.
Yeah, Hallmark.
And she's not had anybody buy the rights yet, Hallmark or anyone else. So we approached her about the idea of our doing that movie.
Yeah, we did.
And she said, go at it.
Go at it.
So we are.
Yes, we are.
We don't think she knows that, which
Right.
is probably good because she doesn't necessarily listen to our podcast, but we know you're listening. So if you know Pam, you could mention that to her.
And then we might be hearing from her lawyers.
We might be, but we have our own counsel.
We do.
Show counsel, Joe Clark.
Joe Clark.
Up in Tennessee somewhere?
Up in Tennessee.
And we've not needed him yet.
Not
but
yet.
This could be the first time. But a good friend of ours, and we'll give a shout out to John Matheson of Mangum, North Carolina. Now, Mangum, I'm going to tell you, is a town even smaller than Watershed. But he has followed our podcast, and he has built a puppet palace. It is a theater because he heard we were going to use puppets instead of real actors for this movie because they're cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
A lot cheaper.
You don't have to feed a puppet.
You don't have to feed them.
You have to put them in the washing machine every now and then.
That's true.
If your cat pees on them. But,
and that's happened with some of our puppets.
Yeah.
So he has offered us this puppet palace as our soundstage, and we're going to take him up on that in Richmond County, North Carolina. But not only that, he is building an amphitheater. I'm not sure why, but we are thinking, because we live in the western part of North Carolina, there are a couple of big outdoor dramas up here in the summer, Unto These Hills and Horn in the West, one on the coast called Lost Colony. We are thinking this, not only will this be a movie, the first movie from the Watershed Film Company or whatever that's called, but it might be turned into an outdoor drama.
Think about that.
Think of the people who could come see Girls Like Her.
Outdoors.
Outdoors.
Yeah.
Yeah, no better place.
Boy.
Okay, so we want to thank Pam Stone for giving us the rights to that movie. We'll look forward to it. I think it's going to be like a 20-minute YouTube version, if we can get it down to that. It may go a little bit longer.
If we can get enough puppets.
Yeah.
I mean, I only got 2 hands. I don't know if we have to.
Well, we bring in other people if we have to.
Okay.
We got Howard.
Extras.
And our athletic director. And,
that's right.
And Spring.
Our
other athletic director.
Yeah.
So anyhow, we're working on that. We'll have more news as we, episodes move through. But I just thank John Matheson again for donating his puppet palace to us for the movie.
He really went out of his way on that one.
He did. And just the other day, I get this newsletter, tells us all the stuff about podcasting, not that we are considered the big boys in the league with some of these others, but this report listed top 3 money-making podcasts. Mm-hmm. Joe Rogan, $30 million a year.
A year.
My Favorite Murder, $15 million a year.
Wow.
And Dave Ramsey at number 3, $10 million a year.
Oh.
Now, where do you think we fit in that somewhere?
Well, how long is this list?
Well, I'm sure not long enough for us to even be on many sheets of paper.
Yeah. We'd be at the bottom of the roll,
We would be on the bottom of the roll with in the red part.
Yeah.
Probably. But we're still having fun.
Yeah, we are.
And we do have sponsors. We get sponsors. We get donations.
Yeah.
And you, too, could be a sponsor.
Yes, you could.
Does not take much money.
Be right in there with Rabbit Island Resort. So you could
Big Whizz Pocket Buddy.
Big Whizz Pocket Buddy.
L.J. Meyers White Dove releases.
White Dove releases.
And, of course, Saluda Outfitters.
Saluda Outfitters.
Check out our website, GaryandMark.com, and you can become a donor. It can be $1. And
it could be.
Yeah, $1. It could be $2.
Yeah.
It can be $20.
You could send every week.
Yeah, that's true. You could. Just don't send 30 cents because he charges that much to process it on PayPal. All right. So, and you know what, Gary, we're having a good time. We're having such a good time that we are going to move on to our next order of business, which is push the button so that we get some recording done.
Here we are.
We
see them. Here
we are. All right. So before we move on to how I think Gary's got a way to raise some money for this show, we want to remind people that Gary and Mark Podcasting University is well into its second semester.
Oh, we sure are.
And we are ready for you to enroll. Just go to the website again, GaryandMark.com.
Don't you want a degree on your wall?
You need one.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people out there that may even have 2 or 3 degrees, but this one's even better.
Yeah, no college debt.
No college debt whatsoever.
So get that degrry.
Get that degree.
You feel better.
You're in good company. You know what? I'll tell you, we have some of our graduates. I don't have them listed on a sheet of paper, but we ought to toast them. Some of our graduates, okay, if you just wanted to get an idea. All right, we have at least one newspaper editor.
There we go.
Yep, world's smallest daily.
Yeah.
Okay, not a guy named Kevin Powell. We've got a Moorhead scholar, which is quite impressive.
Not everybody can say that.
No, he's already got degrees all over his wall.
Yeah.
But he's got this one now.
Now he had a blank space, and now he doesn't.
He doesn't. And so we even had an international graduate.
We did.
Very first one.
Odd Burger.
You have a good memory.
Hey.
You have a good memory.
From Norway.
That's right. And we've got a long-distance marathoner from New Orleans or Jefferson, Louisiana on our list, Jim Marsalis.
So, there we go.
So anyhow, you could be there too. But you don't have to be impressive like those people. You can just be an ordinary person like Gary and me.
Just really ordinary.
All right.
Incredibly ordinary.
Get on there and sign up and join the Gary and Mark Podcasting University.
Yeah.
Now, Gary, you had an idea where we could make some money.
Well,
what's your idea?
I thought what we ought to do is maybe we need to get into, and this gets a little delicate, Mark, but I'm going to call
I'm used to delicate.
The adult security pants. Don't use diaper. It's a dirty word. Adult security pants business.
Well, I mean, there's a market for that.
Well, and what I think, we want to make it fun.
How could it be fun?
Well, remember when you were a little kid, you went from diapers to your tighty whities? Do you remember?
I'm actually still in the diapers, but I do remember there was a time.
You do?
Yes.
Well, I don't remember, but I know I did. But
you're a little bit older. But,
well, but actually, what you remember I think of my kid. When he got his Ninja Turtle underwear, what a big deal it was.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Well, we think, what if we made adult underwear fun?
Well, you know what? It certainly can't be fun now.
Well,
because they're boring.
But the cycles come around. It's our turn. We need to get some fun underwear, and it needs to be secure.
Yeah, that's definite plus.
So, what about a travel series?
How would that work?
Well, it would feature selected continents on every pair. Means you could take a trip whenever you step into, one leg at a time.
One leg at a time.
A pair of our adult security underwear.
With a continent theme.
Yeah.
So how does that continent fit in there?
Well, we thought if you do them and they're pictures of continents, we like to say, we've put the continents back in incontinence.
Now that is a good saying.
See, wouldn't you want to be?
That is a good phrase. That's like we're a hair better.
Yeah, wouldn't you want to be a part of that?
I would be.
Well,
I would
just
invest in this.
Australia, North America, South America. India, Asia, Europe, Antarctica. Well, on second thought, maybe not Antarctica because that pair would just be plain white.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it would fit in.
Yeah.
So what could you put on the other pairs?
Okay. Say, for example, all continents would come with attractive pictures and slogans inside each pair.
Inside or on the outside?
Well,
you mean printed on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe inside too. You can check it every
day.
It
could be like color where if it gets wet, it glows.
Changes color.
You know for sure it's time to throw them away.
Well, we figured the Aussie model, it could feature koalas and kangaroos and platypuses, platypi, a map of the continent, and how about the slogan, no worries.
Now that is an Australian slogan for sure.
There you go.
There you go. What about Europe?
Well, European land contain a variety of themes, including maps and pictures of maybe the Tour de France, windmills, Swiss Army knives.
Eiffel Tower, that's kind of like symbolic.
Tower, yeah.
Okay.
The entire Camino de Santiago. How about that?
I'm telling you, I would buy a pair today. I'd wear them today, too.
And all these Continental pants, they're outfitted with secure borders.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. And you know the little tabs?
Yep.
I'll open up this pair right here for you to look at, Mark.
All right.
Don't those look nice?
They do.
And those little
prototype.
Look at those little secure tabs.
I'm amazed.
You know what we call those?
What?
We call them border guards.
I love it.
You like that?
This has got a theme going.
And you want to secure your borders when you put these on.
You better believe it. There's nothing worse than unsecure borders.
Well,
or insecure borders.
Yeah.
Okay.
So easy to operate these little security tabs.
Oh man.
Velcro. Thank you, Velcro.
Velcro's great.
Yeah, special proprietary wicking fibers.
Can't beat that.
Activated charcoal filters.
Now no one has those.
Well, do you I figure if you can put it in cigarettes, why not put it in your underwear?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then,
what else we got?
Well, we got just proprietary stuff I can't name that'll help you make it through the next few hours.
Hours would be good.
Without alerting the border guards, if you know what I mean.
And that charcoal filtration system would help.
Oh, yeah.
You could probably go hours.
It'd feel good. You could
I do know what you mean.
You could feel them breathing, you know. Feel that breath.
Yep. Breathing down on your bum.
And you've already mentioned the color. See, that's how you know when they need to be changed.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
Wouldn't that
that's
be
like
fun?
That stuff they tell you they put in swimming pools that turns a color if you pee in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's ever true or not.
I don't know.
No. But
you know, which reminds me, that's the, letters that are silent.
What do you mean?
The pee and swimming. Oh, yeah, there you go. One of my father's favorite jokes.
That's a good one. Okay. All right. I have to remember that one, yes.
All right, and the North American Racer Series.
Ooh,
it would.
This is something different than the Continents.
Well, it's trying to appeal to that active, incredibly active incontinent guy. Yeah, he needs the continents, but
we had our Don on here last episode who had just run a marathon.
Yeah,
Kiwa, and he said he went the whole 26.2 miles without having to go to the bathroom.
Well, not everybody's a Don.
No, not everybody's a Don. Most would need a change many times through.
So the North American Racers.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Well, it can include ratings for how long you can wear them before you hit the full button. You know? There's the 5K. 13.1.
Wow.
Just like the sticker on your car.
Yeah.
26.2 for the long distance. What about the 100K?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. You can go the distance in our pants.
Go the distance. There's actually a song called that. We're good.
Hey. And we want to say welcome. This is our bartender today.
Yeah, he's coming to check on
Navy
us.
veteran.
That's right.
Saluda native.
Come say a word here.
43 years old. Looks like he's 21. What's your name?
My name is Jason Pace.
Pace. That's a
you're
name
one of the
around here.
Flat Rock Paces? I mean, or
No,
Saluda
it's a
Paces?
Saluda Pace.
Yeah.
My family actually owned the Pace Apple Farm up on Mountain Page Road.
How about that? And he's a bartender here at Saluda Outfitters.
I came back home to see if there was a place for me, I guess.
And I hope there is.
I do too. Well,
all right.
And it's a genuine, real
person.
Yeah, a native, a real native. There he is. Jason Pace.
All right. So back, I love this idea of the Racer Series.
Yeah.
And,
Well, you know, the thing about this, getting these pants, I mean, anybody who's been to the grocery store or the drugstore,
hate it.
and if you need to buy some security pants and there's somebody you know there in the store, you don't want them to know.
And you know, there's almost someone you know when you're there with the security pants.
Yeah. So these would be mailed
Okay,
directly to your home.
that works.
Well, and not only that, but you can choose from a variety of themes on the outside of the box.
So it's not going to say Gary and Mark security pants.
It's not going to say that. It's going to, you know, you can choose from a variety of categories. It could be craft supplies, yoga gear.
How about Bibles?
Well, they'd be heavy. That'd be a
true.
giveaway.
Okay, yeah, a guy would know.
But maybe fishing flies.
Okay.
They don't weigh much.
Very manly kind of things.
Manly stuff.
Too. Yeah.
Stuff, yeah. So,
I like this. We're on to something.
and they, maybe the box sits there in front of your house for a day before you bring it in. Somebody wonders what it is. They go and they take a look, and
Oh, so I thought you was going to say porch pirates.
yeah, no, I don't think. I think they'd stay away.
All right. Well, you know, our readers could tell us if they would want to buy some. We
Yeah.
could certainly. Do we need any backers for this? Like a, GoFundMe page? Or,
We could use that.
Or what's
yeah.
that thing? Kickstarter campaign or something?
Kickstarter.
We could probably get these.
Jumpstart.
We could start with picking up some Depends and just
Yeah.
the magic markers and decorating them.
How would you like to get into our pants? No, that doesn't.
Actually, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like,
And, if we get enough, I don't know, celebrities wearing them, of course, I don't know if they'd want people to know they're wearing them. But
Well,
all
I
it
think,
would-
if it gets to be the stylish thing, and Gary is the influencer of Watershed, whatever he says, people follow.
both of them. Yeah, they
Yeah,
do.
both
yeah.
of the people there,
Yeah.
at least the sober ones, yeah. We're on to something, Gary. I'm
So-
ready to put these into. In fact, you knew, or you still know some manufacturers up in Asheville.
Yeah.
Think they'd be interested in helping?
Helping make our pants.
Yeah.
Well,
They could do some camouflage versions.
camo version, you can't find them.
That's true.
Or maybe I can't tell if I've used them or not.
And that's not a bad idea, especially with the charcoal filter.
Yeah.
So you could probably get by using them 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, the activated charcoal.
Activated,
filter.
yeah, not just plain
Yeah,
old
just-
charcoal filters. We're on to something.
I think
Continental
we are.
pants.
Continental pants.
G&M.
Put them in your continent.
Yep.
Put the continents back in your incontinence.
There you go. I like that.
That's what we want to do.
I do.
Yeah.
All right. What else is happening? Anything, Gary?
Well,
We had Groundhog Day the other
we
day.
did, and there's so many groundhogs in Watershed.
It's a
was-
popular animal.
It was hard to figure out which groundhog. One saw his shadow, one didn't.
Yep.
Another one saw. What if a groundhog sees another groundhog?
Well, we need
shadow?
to get them separated.
Yeah.
How can we do that?
I don't know. Maybe
We got a year to think about it, probably.
We got a year till next year, but all indications are it's going to be early spring.
Well, I'm all for that. It has not been a bad winter here
No.
in Watershed. No.
But that could make for a rough summer as far as bugs go.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I don't like bugs.
So we need a couple of cold days, even though I don't want them.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's cold today compared to this past week.
Yep.
So, okay.
And we're over halfway through winter now.
That's amazing. By the time people hear this, it will be over halfway.
Yeah.
This is episode 25. I think you'll be first people to hear it on February 15th.
Well, yeah. By then you'll only have you have left 5 weeks.
Something like that.
5 weeks left.
Yeah. All right. Well, Gary, it's been fun talking with you again.
Same here. And
We'll,
we'd like to hear from our listeners out there.
We would.
About what they think about
You know
continental
what?
pants.
Yeah, let us know, because we have a hard time getting our listeners to. They like us, they follow us, they subscribe to us, but they don't email us.
Yeah.
So tell us what you're thinking.
Right.
Okay. We may send you one of the test models of these pants.
Didn't you get some sort of ratings that we've come up?
Yeah, we had about 5 days in a row. We were in the top 200. A couple of those days, top 100 for comedy
Wow.
interviews on iTunes. But as is usually the case, We're now out of the top 250.
Uh,
I don't know why. Just come every day is different. So,
Maybe-
but 5 days in a row is pretty unusual for
maybe
us.
then after that, maybe something funny happened.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
True. So anyhow, send us an email to GaryandMarkShow@gmail.com.
that's right.
GaryandMarkShow@gmail.com.
Like us on Facebook.
Facebook,
Share-
YouTube, all those places.
Share us.
Yeah.
GaryandMark.org.
No, you don't get that wrong.
Oh,
GaryandMark.com.
.com. We're a
Yeah.
.com.
We are Gary and Mark with the AND.
There we go.
So we want to thank again our sponsors here at Green River Eddy's Tap Room and
Got that
Saluda
right.
Outfitters.
Yeah.
LJ Meyers is White Dove Releases,
Big Whizz Pocket Buddy.
my favorite, and one more,
Rabbit Island Resorts.
Rabbit Island Resorts. It
A
has been
hair better.
a hair better. So we'll look forward to seeing you in the next episode. I'm Mark,
I'm Gary.
and we'll see you soon.